Today I'm going to make Grandma's mince pies with some ready-made puff pastry which I bought in the local supermarket. I'm just going to cut my block in half and roll very carefully, trying not to stretch the pastry. Turn. If it sticks, just a little sprinkling of flour. And all you need to do is shake, 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 shake very loosely. Can you hear my fingers clicking? And that gives you a very thin layer of flour. Turn your pastry quarter turn, rolled out approximately the thickness of a £1 coin. Now your pastry should be able to move smoothly on your board, and to ascertain the size cutter that you need for your mould, just take your mould, take your cutters, and it should be just slightly larger than the mould. So we need to just, when you're cutting, press straight down, lift off, straight down, lift off. Don't twist the cutter because that will distort your puff pastry as it bakes. And carefully push the pastry into the mould. Taking your pastry, reverse the pastry and press lightly into the mould. Now the mincemeat I'm using is ready-made, but what I've done, I've just enhanced it slightly with some extra dried fruit, some more diced apple and a little more spice. Place a teaspoonful or 3/4 fill your mould. The reason I use the ready-made puff paste is because I feel that the flavours from the mincemeat will enhance the pastry, and I find that the ready-made puff paste is of a good quality and I've always had good results. Take your cutter, measure the top and press. And again, as you did the previous discs, just place on the top lightly for a slightly different finish with our mince pies. Take some royal icing, which is ready-made. I've already made this, and as you know, royal icing is egg white and icing sugar beaten together. Just coat the tops of the pies with the royal icing, not too thick. And for added decoration, what I would do is take some of our trimmings, just roll them if it sticks, just a little dusting of flour this very thin until you can practically see through it, and then cut very thin strips of pastry. Just lay them across the top of our mince pies in a trellis pattern. I use the cutter because that gives me the size or the length of my pastry. And we bake them at start them off at 210 degrees centigrade until the pastry has risen and cooked, and then just to finally brown off, just turn the oven down to about 190 degrees centigrade just to finish off the cooking.